Quick writing tip / question: what is the best way to start a novel? Answer is just start writing. Grab a pen and paper, your laptop, your desktop, and just open the WordPad and just start writing. That is the best way, hands down, to start a novel that you're going to actually be able to finish. Two reasons for this, or a couple reasons for this. First reason is not everything you start writing has an actual ending or should be written, because a lot of times you get an idea and it's just a bad idea and you start writing it, and then about 2 paragraphs in you're like, I don't think this is worth writing. I'm probably not going to do any more on this. Then we have the biggest reason. The reason I don't recommend using any kind of planning software or those mind maps or graphs or outlines or anything like that is because, one, you usually get stuck in the planning phase and you never actually start writing. You plan, and you don't actually put anything on paper. You never start. Two, all that planning, all that work, and all you ever do is just start. And I don't mean you get writer's block, but that's all you do is you start. You did all the planning, but you start and you never get past the starting because, one, your story never really had anything to be written. It was a good idea, but then you realize it's not something you actually want to write, or it's not an idea that pans out into a full-length story or novel. Or with all the planning you've done, when you start writing, you can't actually connect your story from beginning to middle to end because all you did was plan. You didn't actually start writing your story, so you no longer have like a connection piece, so you don't have a connected theme to go along with the story. You just have a plan for your story and nothing else. And then lastly, a lot of the planning you do when you start to write a novel, a lot of the stuff you will actually do is just a waste of time. You're doing a lot of stuff that will actually not end up in your novel. You do all these character breakdowns, character bio stuff, and it doesn't end up in your novel and it doesn't help you write in general. So you're better off just avoiding doing all that. Just put in your pen to paper and just start writing. Sometimes you end up with trash, sometimes you end up with something good, but the fact is you already started, and that means you're already on the way to getting finished. If you don't start, you don't finish, and planning is not starting. As much as we think it is when it comes to writing, unlike many other things, planning and mind mapping, all that stuff is not actually writing. Planning does not get you closer to the end goal when it comes to writing. With everything else it does, but when it comes to writing, the more you plan, the more you sit around and plan and get ready, the less likely you are to actually write anything. That's it.